Okay, now that all of your physical and digital items have been organized, it is time to store them so that they last as long as possible. For digital items, you want to have a backup on an external hard drive, and you should store that external hard drive in a place that is in a different area of your home from your computer. This way, if a disaster strikes one area of your home, the other backup will most likely be intact. For physical items, you want to store them in a cool, dry place. If you're a plant mom like me, you may have a temperature and humidity tracker already in your home. You can use this to find an area that'll have the proper storage conditions for your items. If not, try to find a place that stays cool and dry consistently. Basements are not always a great option as sometimes they can get damp. When storing your items, make sure that they lie flat or straight up without any bending or folding. If the items become folded or bent, they can actually end up being preserved this way, and it can be harder to get them to lie flat in the future. The boxes and folders that these items go in should preferably be in archival or acid-free folders and boxes. If you don't have that, don't worry. We just recommend archival folders and boxes because the paper has a neutral pH balance and will create an environment that slows the deterioration of the paper. Make sure that any paper clips, staples, tape, or any other adhesives have been removed from your items before storing them. Having these on your papers will actually cause the paper to deteriorate faster. Once you have found a proper storage space for your materials, you want to check them occasionally to make sure that no pests have gotten in and that everything is still looking pristine. If the storage area in your home is too high in humidity, then a couple of things can happen to your items. Anything metal will corrode or rust. Paper will buckle or seem like they have waves in it as it is absorbing the moisture. Any fabric dyes will fade, and any wood, like if you're storing picture frames, will warp and swell and possibly crack. On the other end of the spectrum, if your storage space is too low in humidity, a couple of things can also happen to your items. Wood will shrink and crack. Leather and photos will shrink, stiffen, and flake. Cassette tapes and any adhesives will desiccate and crack. You want to limit the exposure of items to light, especially sunlight, as it'll cause everything to fade over time. An ideal temperature and humidity range for your items is below 75 degrees Fahrenheit and a humidity range between 20% and 65%. Thank you for joining me and learning how to preserve your collection of personal memories for the future. If you have any questions on preserving or storing your items or anything else covered in the 3 videos, please fill out the Google form in the description box below, and we'll get an answer to you as soon as possible. Thank you for joining us.